Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. HirohikoAraki here again. How are you? Hope you're good. I am doing just fine. So today's drawing is actually not an original artwork or one of my OCs, which is what I've done in the past. It's actually a character from an anime. Gasp, I know. Anyway, the character I'm drawing here is Straizo from Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. And if you haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, he's actually from, well, the latter end of part 1 / the beginning of part 2. So since I read it a while ago, I actually been wanting to draw him because he's kind of, I guess, I don't know, he has long hair and stuff, so I actually wanted to draw him for a while. And I was rewatching / rereading JoJo, so I decided, let's go ahead and draw Straizo. So that's what this is right here. It's me drawing Straizo. And as you can tell, the program I'm using once again is Clip Studio Art, which I mentioned in my last thing. I've been using it a lot lately to draw in. So I guess it's become my new favorite thing to draw in. But anyways, not really much to say other than when drawing this, I didn't really want to match like the style of the show, if that makes sense. I kind of just wanted to draw him in my own kind of style, but also add in a bit of elements that I don't know that Araki does in his artwork, I guess you can say, which is why he has those weird lines on his face and on his lips. Because I figured, let's go ahead and add some things in and give him a super thick neck for that reason too, because in the manga they have thick necks. But anyway, that was the thought process behind kind of the style. And the reason why I really want to match the manga style, because first of all, I do not draw anything like that. And also, like I said, he has like long hair. To me, he's kind of feminine looking, so I was like, I could do feminine, so that's what I went for. He's probably more feminine looking than he should be, but yeah. So that's all the process behind the thought there. Straizo, if you watched it, you know he's not like a super important character. I guess he does set off the events in part 2, but he's kind of just like minor background forgotten character. There is surprisingly some fan art of him though, or maybe it's not surprising. But anyway, as for well, I already went over, but I forgot to mention with the design itself, I was also basing this off of young Straizo / part 2 Straizo, so actually vampire Straizo, I guess you can say. It wasn't really hard finding pictures of him, but what I did find kind of difficult was like the coloring. And what I mean by that is I was like, oh crap, what color is his hair and eyes? Because if you ever, I don't know how to explain it, but if you watch the anime, there's a lot of like dark shadows and stuff. But I don't know, I felt like I couldn't really see his eyes and some other things. I was like, what color are his eyes? His hair is obviously black. What color are his eyes? So when I looked at the color scheme is actually based off colors that I saw from a manga coloring. I don't know, it looks like it's a probably official color, but I found them on Google and I decided to go with that color scheme. So that color scheme, he had a green scarf, which is what I'm doing right here. So I made his scarf green, and then his jacket shirt thing is a blue color. It's a blue color in the anime too, but I don't remember what color the scarf is. So I went with that. And even the colors in his hair kind of went off of that. It was like this bluish, purplish kind of like color in the highlights. And you'll see me do that in a minute here after I do the eyes. And his eyes I made gray because in a Wikipedia fan page it says they're black, but in the image that I saw on Google, the coloring, I don't know if because of the limited color palette, which I don't think it is because, like I said, he has full color in his clothes, but his clothes were like his eyes were like a grayish color, so that's what I went with. The grayish color, even though the Wikipedia page it says as vampire Straizo, he has red eyes, But in the picture I was referencing was actually the vampire Straizo, and his eyes were gray, so I went with that. And I don't really color gray eyes, so. And I already talked about the hair, but like I said, it was kind of like bluish, purplish shadows in there. So that's what I went with his little highlights, grayish purple. And I actually kind of like the way that looks. I could have done a little bit better, but I think it looks like, I think it looks pretty cool like that. The colors, I colored like I normally color, but not like the colors I would normally use. Because normally I would like to use like a dark blues or greens over certain parts. Anyway, long story short, I just went with darker versions of the colors, which is something I don't typically do because I found that I like doing like dark blues over greens and like dark and other stuff like that. But I just kind of follow, like I said, quote unquote, follow the color scheme while doing my own coloring style. The skin part, of course, was easy because his skin was pretty light. I did think about changing the color, which you probably noticed in one part, because the skin wasn't quite this pink. But I was like, well, whatever. I'll just go with this, and then I'll put like a darker color over it, which you see me doing right here, which is more of an oranges, brownish color, like a dark peachy color, I guess. And I think that actually worked out well, especially when I go in here in a minute and actually blend it. I was like, okay, that works. So I just stuck with that. Because some parts of the manga, you do see like the color schemes. Well, not a color scheme, how to put it, but like, you know, those weird color pages, like one flat, like that orangey sort of color. They have like these dark spots on their faces. I was not going to go with that. I already did the lines, which I don't really regret it. I kind of think it looks terrible. And I think it indicates, you know, holds some of the Jojo charm. And that's pretty much it. Of course, I did enjoy working on this. I guess I don't know why, but I actually like Straizo, despite the fact he is a minor character. But I find it animes that either I like the bad guys or the minor characters, so no shock there. So, that was pretty fun to do. The background was not from the manga. I just put the yellow there because I thought that it would look nice. And I put the yellow and brown. I thought that would look cool in the background. That he was kind of dark. So let's give it a brightish kind of background. So that was my thought behind there. But other than that, not much to say. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is about to come to an end. But yeah, pretty much I just fulfilled my dreams of drawing Straizo. Because like I said, I don't know. I like him. Even though he was only, like I said, he's very, very minor. But he's still pretty cool. Anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed that. And if you did, maybe give it a thumbs up or a like if you want to. If not, that's okay too. Thanks for watching. Anyways, you have a great day.